Hello, everyone. Welcome to this Fleet Europe video podcast. Today, my guest is Johan Verbois. Probably you know him. He is our car remarketing expert. He knows everything about vehicle remarketing, a true wizard. Johan, happy to meet with you again.
Hello, nice to be here.
Yes, I would like to discuss some elements around vehicle remarketing across Europe, starting with some of the things that we have been seeing latest months, also last year. I think that we can say that 2021 was a fabulous year for used car sales and probably also for some car remarketing players. And also 2022 started quite well. Will 2022 be as fantastic as 2021?
I think 2022 will be reasonably like what we see this year and last year's, but the question is, for whom is it great year? I think it's certainly for lease companies it has been great years, because they basically have cars which are reasonably cheap in their books, because they put the RV forecast in 2017, 18, and these are the cars that are coming in right now, so at affordable prices. And of course, because the current used car prices are high, that means they create quite good margin. That's what you see in their financials and everything. Of course, but they take risk on those cars, so they have had hits in the past. So this might help them again a bit to compensate for the past. For other players, like for example, traders, dealers, I don't think it's that great, because volume is smaller. That certainly, and it's harder to source. They might sell at higher prices, but they also have to buy at a high one. And of course, you got other players like Hertz Enterprise as an example. They also buy used cars now. And you've got some big players that are almost overpaying on the market to keep their operations going. So I think that's a bit the view currently, and that will continue still a bit.
Okay, so that will continue still a bit. Looking a little bit forward, we know, of course, that in the economy, many industries are cyclic, following a cyclic path. Also, the economy itself is cyclic. With the challenges currently in the market, with the good years that we are experiencing today, could it be that in the future, in the upcoming years, used car sales will be tougher, that perhaps it will be less attractive as a market as it is today?
Well, I think there are certainly two, let's say, two elements that will influence that. I think demand general of people to buy cars in general might be affected because of inflation and impact on households, what they can spend. Everything has become a bit more expensive, so that might hamper a bit the demand. That's one. Secondly, from a supply point of view, in 2020 there were 20% less vehicles registered on fleet, which means that 3 to 4 years later, which we will get to next year, there's also less coming in. So if the supply demand stays in a balance, then it could be a bit the same, but that's the hardest thing to forecast. That's by definition, forecast is wrong, but we try to always be as accurate.
Okay, and you don't have that crystal ball that everyone is looking for?
I have one, but it has never told me what I would love to know. No.
Okay. You are, of course, also the moderator of the Fleet Europe Remarketing Forum. We are organizing, and I'm really happy, one again on the 16th of November this year in Dublin. Okay. I looked a little bit on the event website and I saw a strange abbreviation, a strange acronym, something like that. It was mentioned ED Square. And
do you know what they mean? EDD?
No.
Okay.
So it's EDD.
EDD, yeah.
Okay.
ED Square. So it's about the 3 key changes that we will see in the future, and it's trying to support companies to think about what's coming, actually. Because in this climate, if companies want to stay successful, they need to be much more agile, be agile in, or be flexible in even headcount, even cost, or even objectives, targets. They need to try and find a revenue elsewhere. So EDD is like, the E stands for electrification.
Okay.
Which is clearly, we expect the wave to come in X amount of years. We will also explain this at the forum, because this is different per country. And the other two are about the whole change in the way vehicles are sold, online, new players, purely online, physical. So how is this working and how will this evolve? Plus, of course, the world goes online.
Okay.
So everything about that we will handle. And we've got 15 experts already lined up to do this, with some real executives ones. So it's going to be, well, I hope certainly, but I have a good hope it's going to be really good.
Okay, so the Fleet Europe Remarketing Forum, the 16th of November, ED Square, and it stands for electrification, distribution, and digital.
Yeah.
Okay,
now,
perfect.
Wow.
Very good. Linked to the Fleet Europe Remarketing Forum, there is, of course, also the award.
Yeah.
What do you hope to see this year with the candidates?
What do I like to see this year? Well, it's always about innovation. And the last years, I think we have talked a lot about data, that is becoming a data-driven business with market pricing and all of this. I hope to see that it now goes into another level where the different players connect their data. It could be that the fleet of a lease company or a fleet operator can be connected with the market data, supply, demand, and that could create a complete new way how this remarketing world works. Okay. And I hope to see something in that respect. Yeah.
I hope it as well. So looking forward to it. Johan, thank you very much for your insights and your expertise. We, of course, will meet again on the 16th of November at the Fleet Europe Remarketing Forum. And in the evening, ladies and gentlemen, we will celebrate the best performance in vehicle remarketing in Europe with the Car Remarketing Award. You can be there. Go check out our event website, summit.fleeteurope.com. You will find all details and register today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.